bounty hunter from Montana. Yes, sirree, we got a calendar girls coming up. Birds, bees, and winged things. And here in Minnesota, we know all about the birds and the bees and the winged things. We got birds over here. We got birds on the tree. We got birds flying in the sky. I heard tweet, tweet, tweet out there. And pretty soon, we'll have my favorite winged little thing, hornets. Anyhow, we got birds, bees. No more bees. Get out of here, you hornet. Get there. I'm blaming you. Anyhow, help. Anyhow, we got the birds, bees. Got all sorts of flying critters. Can we get some snow back here, please?
You're getting the dog all riled up. She's trying to make an appearance.
Mom, trying to make an appearance.
Mom.
We got the dog here too.
Dad's freaking me out. Mom.
And now we got the flying pug.
The flying pug. Oh, he gave you a kiss.
Birds, bees.
And a cute pug.
Hope you all enjoy the show. Thank you for guest hosting with us, Tasha. We love you.
All right, everyone. So we're welcome back to Calendar Girls, hosted by the busy housewife, me, Simply Blessed Crafts, and this guest host this month is Sunflower Tasha, and we are doing anything you want to do with calendars. Our theme, again, was birds, bees, and winged things. So basically anything that has wings on it was allowed. I, for one, if you're not familiar, have been really into junk journaling. I got these books off of Amazon. I ain't gonna lie, they aren't cheap, but they're fun because they're very colorful, and you can just basically, they're made to be ripped up and to decoupage into different things. I was really debating, I had a few pictures in here that I was really debating on which one I wanted to use. The first one I ripped out is just for a background, but I was really hem-hawing around, but I decided on this adorable little owl. This is probably my favorite picture out of this entire book. I am loving owls lately. I've been obsessed with owls, which is kind of hard, just for a simple fact is my sister-in-law loves owls as well. So if I ever go Christmas shopping or birthday shopping for her, I fall in love with the owls that I want to give her. It's kind of a thing. But anyway, so for some reason, I decided I was going to Mod Podge this down instead of using my art glue. Not sure why I decided to go that direction, but I did. But I start off with doing this. Like I said, this is going to be our background. Just kind of a first layer. It does have the bird on there, and it does have good colors and everything like that. So we are kind of basing it off of this. We are going to keep the bird in here, but we are going to add to our background basically with some of these other sheets. And so I'm here just Mod Podging this down. I did want the crease in there to make sure the crease was good and good there, because it is in the crease of the book. So we are just going along, making sure that everything is glued down nice and secure, all the edges and everything. Now I'm going to take that other piece with the owl in it, and I'm going to rip out the owl here. And I'm just going to kind of put him located on this one edge here. I did like the torn edges and stuff in this, so I wanted to make sure that those were present. I wish I would have inked everything up first before I laid everything down. I do end up I don't think I show it, but I do end up going in with my ink pad and inking all the corners of everything on the paper itself, which does kind of bring out everything. So here's where our calendar pieces come in. So this is just a little planner calendar that you can carry in like your purse and stuff. And I'm just basically rolling these up into like long tendrils, like you can kind of see here. And I'm using my Mod Podge to stick that paper down. And we're going to use this as our branch. I wanted a 3D element for our little owl to be sitting on. So I'm just basically going to use that as the branch. I'm going to rip off another one here. And I'm going to make another branch to kind of curve down to kind of make it a little bit more realistic. And we're basically doing the same thing on this one as well. And I'm going to paint them all in, I believe I went with Coffee Bean by Apple Barrel. But you can use any kind of brown you want. I just wanted to go for something a little more darker. And I'm just going to hot glue these down onto my sheet right here, right below his feet. So it looks like his little feet are right on the branch. And then I'm just going to kind of bend this other one to kind of make it look like another little tendril coming off the branch here. And we're going to glue that down as well. And then I'm going to grab some of the pieces off of that owl picture and anything else that I really liked, and I'm going to basically just fill in any of the blank pieces on here that I wanted to cover up those book pages, and just kind of detail it up and stuff. I do go along the edges here and kind of shade in some of that. I do add one more calendar piece along this top edge up here where the tree is on the right side that I'm messing with over there. But that'll come here in a couple of seconds. I did want to cover up these words down here. This one is towards the back. It's kind of probably one of the last sheets. So it had like some of the illustration names and stuff like that I didn't need to see on here. So I'm just kind of covering that up there down at the very bottom. With some flowers and stuff like that. Just kind of filling it in. But I mean, it gives it some detail down at the bottom and stuff. Here's where our calendar piece comes in, our other calendar piece. So this calendar, I believe I got this from Walmart. It's very, very pretty though. Has some great details and everything in it. This calendar piece itself was gorgeous. I liked all of the butterflies and everything that we got on here. It has butterflies and like little bugs and moths and dragonflies and everything like that. So I thought this would be a cute little pocket. So I decided we were going to add like a cute little pocket to this right here. So I cut this out. I am going to round the edges with my little edge punch here. And just kind of just glue this down for a little pocket up here at the very top here. And then I am going to finish off that top piece. Like I was kind of him-hawing around about where I wanted to put some of these little pieces. I did want to fill in some of the rest of that page, that book. So I had some of these that are ripped off of prior, so I just thought, why not? We're just gonna fill in a few of these little pieces if they fit, and a lot of them did, especially matched up some of the colors. So just kind of going around. I did add another flower up here. Now I'm thinking, okay, I think this is where oh no, I'm gonna add one more piece. I think this is my last piece that I add here on this, for the border and everything like that. No, I just recently got these stamps, and I remember I know I did this haul on it, but I got this little cat stamp. I don't know, for some reason it was just staring at me like I had to use it, and I thought it would be really cute to have like this little cat like looking up, like he was looking up at the big bird on the tree, like he was eyeing him up. The ink, it just was a little light for me, so I'm kind of outlining it at first, and then I decided I was going to color him in with the pen to make him darker. I kind of liked that better, so here I'm going to be coloring him in quite fast to make him darker, to make him stand out a little bit more. So he's in all the flowers, staring up at this bird up in the tree. I thought he was kind of cute. So here we're just finding a little card. It's almost like a little vintage postcard for our little pocket there. I did add a butterfly up there in the middle that I must have forgot to record. And then I grabbed some of these, I wanted to add another 3D element to it somewhere, and then I grabbed some of these little gems. And I just thought that little sparkles around, just like scattered around here, would be kind of cute. Maybe just sparkles from the sun or something that were, or maybe it's springtime. Maybe they're, those tendrils blowing through the wind or something. I don't know, but it was just, that was my idea. I do add 2 of them to the owl's eyes. They have that little white spots, sparkles in his eyes. And I was just like, that would be kind of cute to have them in the owl's eyes to make them 3D. So I am going to add them right there, like I'm adding right there. And then I add one in the middle of that flower that I'm adding right now. Other than that, that's pretty much all I do to this, guys. And I'm kind of showing you everything right here. You will see more of it in the final reveal. I do show it all again. I added leaves to the branches too. I think I didn't show that either. Project number 2. Now, this kind of has a little bit of a backstory of why I'm doing this. So I have a Whatnot raid train coming up on the 19th on Whatnot. A raid train is kind of a train of people that will be raiding into each person throughout the day. It's a themed raid train. So we basically start off with one person, and everybody in that show will raid into the next person on that time frame. We all have a certain time. Anyway, this raid train that we're doing is alternate playing cards. So I have a bunch of playing cards in my stash. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to throw some of these in my video here because I got a bunch of them. And the only thing that I really have to do is throw in some calendar pieces to make these able to pass for my video, basically. So I decided I was going to play around with these are jumbo cards, by the way, guys, if you cannot notice. I played with some of my spackle that you kind of saw me do, and then I'm using some of my deoxide to ink it up. So I used kind of a coral color for the spackle, and then I used sanding paper to rough up the card so it would stick to the card a little bit more, and then I went in with like pine needles deoxide, I think it is. And then since these are so big, I decided I was going to make these into pockets. So that's kind of where we're going with this. I grabbed some paper here, and I'm just basically cutting it down to a triangle pocket, and I am putting it in the corner of this so we can use this for a pocket, and you can put this in your junk journal as well. So that was my plan for that. I am going to add some lace along the edge of this to kind of decorate the edge up a little bit. And then I am using hot glue for. And then I'm just going to trim that off. I am getting a little out of frame because I'm zoomed in so much on this, by the way, because I wanted you guys to see what I was doing. And then, I do have some of these stamps. I'm just going in with a textured stamp. It kind of looks textured. Like, it just has a bunch of different, like, little designs on it that I decided I was going to just stamp all over it to kind of give it a little bit more of a textured look. So here I'm going back to the same calendar that I originally had in my last DIY that I used, that I got from Walmart, I believe, and I found a butterfly. Like I said, I'm getting out of frame here, but I'm cutting that out basically, and then I'm going to fussy cut this all the way around, and I won't bear you the details of me like total fussy cutting. You will see me a little bit doing it, but trust me, I go into a little bit more detail than what I'm showing you right here. I get down to very, very, very close cutting because I didn't want more of that white showing and and all that. But now I'm going to glue this down to my little pocket here. And then I'm just kind of stuffing my pocket full of items, basically. And there's our little playing card. Project number 3 is basically another playing card. This one is a red one. This one's a diamonds, of course. And then I am going to use the same stamp, but I'm going to also... I did both of these together, so I kind of split the video so you guys can see that it's an actual part, you know, project 1 or project 2, project 3, blah 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 blah. Anyway, but I did do the spackling on this one as well. I did it a little bit further down, more in the center, so it had a little bit more of the actual detail. But this one I went in with Vintage Photo to color up the design in it, and then this one I just left the white. I didn't distress the card at all with any color at all like I did the last one. And then this one I found this scrapbook paper with kind of like a blue like a blue gingham, I guess. And I'm going to use this one as a pocket as well. And then we're going to use this one as well, pretty much the same kind of way, but we're going to do it on the opposite side. And I'm going to cut this off. I actually got this off of Whatnot quite a while ago. It's just some lace. But we're going to use it for our border here. And I'm just basically just cutting off this top piece right here, because I thought would be really pretty for our pocket. So we're just going to trim that down and line it up on our little pocket here and just put some hot glue down and glue her on down. I do cut off the excess, and then this one I'm going to go in with some mushrooms, some rub-on mushrooms here. These ones came off of Amazon. I'm not sure. I've had these in my stash for quite a while, guys, so I'm not sure the price. I'm not even sure the model or nothing like that, so, but, this one did kind of turn out a little bit funky. It got a little bit on that lace, and then I kind of just flipped over on top of it, but you can't tell, so, but, I mean, other than that, it turned out fine. But I really like how it turned out. It's kind of like the mushroom top is hidden. You can't even tell. So here I took out my calendar page again. This is basically the same one that I used on our pocket on my spread in my book. So it kind of has the wings of the butterflies and the dragonflies and all that stuff. And we're just going to put this down along the side of it to kind of give it a little bit of a border. Make sure that's all stuck down good. Roll off the edges here, and then I'm going to add one butterfly. These are stickers. I believe I got these off of. These might have came off of Temu, maybe. They just have a clear backing on them, but I do cut it down some because otherwise it's like it feels like it's too much. But I just stuck that down, and then we're going to add another little owl to it. And there you guys have it. We're going to go into the final reveal now, you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed these. I mean, the cards turned out okay. They're not my favorite. I've done a lot more cards lately, and these... I mean, I got a lot of... my opinion, I've got a lot of better ones. I mean, they're okay. I think they'd be really cute in your junk journal. Especially if you got a love for butterflies and mushrooms and stuff like that. But I do love the junk journal entry. I do love this. I'm really into the junk journaling and the mixed media stuff, and this is right up that alley right here. So let me know, guys, what you guys think down below, and make sure you guys go check everybody else out on the playlist. We have some great people on there. Go give Tasha and Jessica my love. Tell them that I sent you over there, and give them a good like and subscribe to them. If you guys are not subscribed to them, guys, they're great people, and I love doing this collab with them. So God bless you all, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye, y'all. Have a great week.